Okay, so ooh, okay. Hi guys. I should have got all together before I turned on the record, I guess, but I didn't. So this is my channel. Um, Originally, I wanted to have a channel that discussed mental health issues that people are having, like regular people, not celebrity people or wealthy people. Not saying that they can't have mental health issues, but if you're watching my channel, you're probably pretty much like me. We broke, so we can't. We don't have the luxury that they may have when it comes to mental health and the struggles that you will face, that you can face when dealing with mental health, the financial issues that can come up. They don't have to really worry about that because they have an abundance. And not having an abundance also causes another type of, stress that can affect your mental health. And I'm not saying I'm not doing that. I'm thinking, I know it will be a part of discussions that I would like to have. But anyway, I'm a crafter. My name is Katrina. I don't know if I said that. I'm a crafter and I love Pepsi. Throw that in there in case they listening. But I'm going to be working on something with these things. But it's not a craft channel either. So today I want to talk about, I want to vent a little bit, and I'm going to use this platform to do it because somebody else could be having the same type of issues and feelings as myself. So it may prove helpful to somebody. Um, so I've been dealing with health issues for about 22 years. Wait, no, I'm sorry, for about 11 years because it's 2022. So I've always been in pain, like aches and pains, things like that. Not sick, so to say, but in some type of pain. And I would always, say these things when I would go to the doctor, and so at some point it got to the point to where I couldn't move. It was excruciating to move. Um, and they would say, "Oh, it's muscle pain." It's that. No, my bones hurt. It's not a muscle. It's the actual bone itself. It hurts. So eventually in 2010, lab work was done and it came back showing that I had an autoimmune disease. So that's where this all began, like with an autoimmune disease. Um, so then I started seeing the rheumatologist, and she would constantly say, Katrina, I'm not dismissing the rheumatological disease. Yes, you have an autoimmune disease, she said, but also you have neurological stuff going on that is not explained with having the rheumatic disease that I have. So she sent me to several neurologists, uh, and they did do a lumbar puncture uh, and a MRI, CAT scans, all the things. And pretty much the imaging was fine. No, showed nothing. But what did show something was my spinal cord fluid. It was positive for, I shortened it to O bands because it's far too difficult to try to get pronounced correctly, especially at this point. But so it was abnormal, and still, nobody would pay any attention to the fact that it was abnormal and I'm having these symptoms that can't be simply explained by having the rheumatic disease. So I just kind of learned how to, I guess, oh, and I was sent to psych. But so I've just kind of learned over the years with dealing with, the pain or any type of symptoms, to it's okay to feel them, but you can't break it. I don't know. You're not allowed. Me and my cousin had this conversation. You're not allowed to be sick. You're not allowed to not want to get up. You're not allowed to, just want to be a person today. An individual, not a mom, not a dad, not a grandmother. None of these things. So you just learn how. Since you're not allowed to do those things, you learn how to cope with whatever you got going on, be it mental, physical, whatever. You learn how to just function and move forward. So that's something that I've always done. Especially when it came to my health. So fast forward to this year, well, the end of last year, I started having more frequent symptoms and they were more intense. So I brought it to the neurologist's attention that I see. I take Botox every 3 months for migraines. Yes, it does help. And so I brought the lumbar puncture results to his attention because I have my records. And he noticed right away that it was abnormal. And I told him the reason why I was bringing it in so that he could take a look at it and what my symptoms were. So he did a workup. This past week or so, his workup confirmed that I do indeed have MS. I have several lesions on my brain. There's nothing in my neck or in my spine. Just my brain and my spinal cord fluid. So I'm getting ready to start my my treatment plan this week, and I'm kind of nervous about it because I don't have the best of luck when it comes to my health. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be that 1 in a million. But at the same time, you want to go into it kind of positive, like, okay, this is a good thing. Even though it was found late and you were brushed off and, all these things happened, it's a good thing it was found. My only complaint with it is still, even with, and I don't want to make it a disparity in quality care type thing, nothing like that. But one thing I get a lot of is, you're doing well. But they never asked me was I doing how I was doing to begin with. So what are you basing it on? So I'm kind of over that whole part of it because you're looking at it on paper and you're congratulating me on doing well because of the amount of damage that is actually there. But at the same time, you're just assuming I'm doing well because I'm standing here. You cannot do that because I was raised better. Therefore, you don't stop. Whatever comes your way, you keep pushing, you keep going, you keep functioning. So that's what I do. But don't assume that I'm doing well because you never asked me how I was doing, and my look has nothing to do with my inside. So it's just difficult to be dealing with. You feel like one blow after the next blow. I have a total of 27 diagnoses. I'm 47 years old. And when you feel like you're in a fight by yourself, even though it may be an illogical thought because you have support around you, things get harder. They're more difficult to deal with. So I want that to be part of my channel, because I like to talk. That's another reason. Honestly, I like to talk. I always have an opinion. But I won't. I hope you subscribe. I hope this sounds interesting to you. For the most part, when I do try to touch on a discussion, or in the future when I make videos, the video itself of how it looks will probably be the same because I'm recording on my iPad. I'm not a camera person. I'm not a microphone person. I'm not going to do any of that. But what I will say is that while I am discussing on